Okay, let's take a look. All right. Well, first of all, this is it's much too long. I don't know why it's 18 seconds. You want to be between 5 and 10 seconds. I don't really know like what's happening between here and here. He seems to just kind of teleport from there to there. Um, and I would say this shot, the camera angle is not so great because it's you're cutting off a lot of the action and there's all this headroom. So we can look at that too. Yeah, and we'll look at the rig stuff as well. So, yeah, you've got, I don't know why you've made multiple cameras. You should just have one camera and animate the one camera. Um, so yeah, you can't just teleport like that. Like you have to take steps if you're going to go over there. But you don't have to animate him walking. But I'm just saying, if he's going to go from here to here, you'd actually have to take steps. And when you take a step, one foot remains planted. I mean, there's, I would say there's like, you know, six or so poses between here and here that you would need to get from there to there. And also, so you, like this, you can't move both feet at the same time from one pose to the next. You can only move one foot because one foot has to remain planted while the other one moves. Yeah, like I was saying, this. Oh, so you did animate the camera. I don't. Okay, for some reason I thought. So I forgot about what I said about the cameras. Yeah, and then this is not such a great. Okay, well, there's more in there than I thought. I think when you did Play Blast, you didn't set the option to render resolution because the video didn't show the full shot. But yeah, I would still say, I would consider, let's select the camera and go back here and, you know, maybe something more like that. I don't know what's supposed to be happening in that shot. I think too many shots too. So the whole thing is too long and there's too many shots. So you just have one or two shots. Two shots is fine. Just plan on two shots. Don't try to do this whole walk. Just pick up the ball. That is plenty. If you can do that really well, that's excellent. So, maybe take one step to the ball. And you can even just move the ball here. I should also show you how to pick up and set down an object. I'll attach an additional video for that. Um, okay. So yeah, one step and then pick up the ball. So either start the ball closer to him or start him closer to the ball. And just you just need a lot more poses than you're doing. You're skipping so many steps in between each pose. Let's take a look at the rig. It's probably just the smoothing you did when you did the jaw, I'm sure. Um, there's no jaw control though, interestingly. Um, oh, your eyes are messed up too, huh? Is that? That's no good. The eye joints aren't centered. How did we not catch that before? All right, well, let's take a look at both of those things. So the first thing I would do is let's isolate this and select these, for example, and let's take a look at the component editor, window, general editor, component editor. And you can see right away that, you have stuff like the elbow and the hip and middle finger affecting those points, which they certainly should not. So one quick fix, if we're lucky, in fact, I'll just select all of them. You might be able to solve it or at least improve it by going skin, prune small weights, option 0.1, prune. And let's see where we're at now. I'm going to unisolate this and okay. So that means that some of the weights are over 1. Oh, 0.1. But if we look at the component editor, we'll probably see a lot fewer influences. No, there's still kind of a lot. I feel like that didn't work because I'm seeing 0.002. Somehow it feels like that didn't take. Prune small weights, options, 0.1, prune. It's not working. Oh, I bet I know what it is. I bet the weights are locked. Yep. Okay. So unlock inverse select and like that. And now let's try that again. Skin prune small weights. Okay, and now let's look at the component editor, general editors, component editor. Okay, much fewer. And yeah, it looks like the right one. Shoulder, well, because you have that part that goes, pretty far down in here. Yeah, I could see the shoulder affecting some of that. So, okay, let's see that. Okay, that seems to have solved it. Let's just see. Ooh, what is going on? There's some neck weighting issues here. So, yeah. Let's take a look at that. I think what's going on is this stuff should be weighted to the neck and it's not. So let's go back. Isolate selected. Okay, and let's just kind of start. Just gonna dock this over here. Where are we? Where's neck? Hip, root, blah blah blah, spine, chest, neck. Okay, chest. Neck. Part 1. Okay, okay, I think that's, actually, maybe that's, well, you see these little bits on here, too. I think we should just do the whole thing over again. Oh, the jaw looks okay. Alright, let's do the whole thing over again, because it's too much of a mess. I was hoping the prune thing would save us time, but we just need to do it all over. So let's select vertices, just to help us get the jaw vertices, just because, so we don't have to manually select those. But it's not quite right yet anyways, because probably take out, whoops. Let's make sure symmetry is on. It is. Why is it doing that? Okay. Why isn't component mode? Let's try that again. Select vertices, component mode, select. What is going on? Maybe because I've done this, isolate select. Why is it not deselecting? Okay, now it's working. I don't know what was going on there. Control and then double click to deselect those. Okay, that looks like a pretty good jaw selection. So what I'm going to do is save that. Don't know about this though. Okay, take out that row. All right, and so let's do select. Sorry, edit. Where am I? Oh, sorry, it's create. Sorry, sets, quick select set, jaw, and And then, okay, so we've got that. That's going to help later. Okay, so then let's isolate this and just do this one bunch at a time. Oh, sorry, let's get the joints just so we can see where we're at too. Okay, let's isolate those two things. Okay. So let's say the shoulders are going to move with it. What if we should just bind it again? Well, I think I'm going to... Yeah, I think we were okay from here down, so I'm going to leave that alone. Let's just start here. Just shift double clicking those. Okay. So that's kind of going to be controlled by that one. So let's go to neck. So yeah, see that's this joint here, and let's replace the value of 1 flood, and then maybe this row can, I'm just going to deselect these. Okay, and maybe that one can go to that next joint up. This one, because it looks more like it's like that one. Okay. And then everything above that besides the jaw is going to go to the head. So let's select all those. Why did it? Oh. I'm just control shift selecting these. Okay, so we've got that whole head. Let's flood that to the head 100%. Head. Flood. Okay. And then we have that jaw selection already. So let's do select. What is our quick select sets? Select quick select sets jaw. Okay, so we've got that jaw selection, and let's flood to that. Okay. So we should be in decent shape now. Let's take a look. Oh, we still have to fix the eyes. Alright, that's working more or less, right? Might try to smooth the jaw, but I'm a little... Maybe let's try smoothing the head one. It's risky, because that may have been what screwed everything up in the first place. Well, what we can do is lock everything that's not the jaw, the neck, and that part too. Just so everything else is locked. So I'll just smooth this one. Okay, just to spread that out a little bit. Okay, that's how we are, right? This, we can try doing the jaw too while all that stuff is locked. Smooth the flood. A little better. It's fine. Okay. Let me save a version of this. And see if we can fix the eyeballs now. It just looks like these were never put in the right place to begin with. So, whoops. We're going to go back to advanced skeleton. Let's go to toggle fit skeleton. Just going to select this and the eyeballs and isolate, select. Are these? These are combined. These should not be combined. Jeez. Let's detach skin on these. Skin, unbind skin. And let's separate. Separate. Okay, and let's get them placed centered on those joints. Or really, we want the joint centered on the eyeball. So let's make sure pivot is centered on these. Modify center pivot. Okay. And then let's select the object and then shift select the joint and constrain point options, turn off maintain offset, add, and then delete the constraint, edit, delete by type constraints. Okay, and then yeah, let's try to rebuild advanced skeleton and hope it keeps your weights. Okay. The eyeballs won't move with it, but yeah, that still seems to be working, so that's good. So now let's bind the eyes. And that's going to be under the deformation skeleton, deformation system, and we're looking for IR for this one. So this is his right eye, skin, bind skin, option, select your joint closest distance, bind skin, and the left eye, skin, bind skin. Okay, and that is now working, and shading, wireframe and shade, so we can see these move. Okay, and those are working too. Great. Okay, let's save that. Yeah, and so that fixes that.